Welcome to How to Not Be That Hot Mess Mom. Fall decorating finale part 3 is underway. So if you haven't watched part 1 and 2, I encourage you to go watch that. But the portion of this video talking about that topic starts around minute 5 and 32 seconds. Hello, and welcome to part 3 of the series of decorating for fall. I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of videos, but today I wanted to start to focus. I'm not going to get everything done, but I wanted to kind of spruce up my entryway a little bit. If you saw our home tour of this house, this was not painted, the little blackish green that we have here. So that's a new addition to the house and I love it. It is so dark and so pretty. I think it looks really nice with the stone as well. So I'm working with that color palette and I have a few things I want to spray paint. So we're gonna do that. It is rather warm today. It's like close to 90 degrees, which is crazy. I don't think it quite made it to 90, but it was definitely close. So I am in short sleeves and shorts. The nice little bout of fall weather that we had last week was really enjoyable while I was decorating inside. So today we're gonna focus on outside just for a little bit. Gabriel's waking up from his nap, so I'll probably have him join me in a little while. I also have some cute little pumpkin pick lantern, like solar lanterns that we can put out. So I hope you guys enjoy the little video that I'm putting together for you. Let me know, I haven't made the very first video yet live of this series. I'm working on it right now. Let me know if you like the, what do you call it, the voiceover method that I've been using. I just thought it would be a really great opportunity to infuse a little bit more personality into my videos, but also use it as an opportunity to share the things that I've learned over the years. So let me know if you enjoy that. But let's get started on these little plant stands. I'm going to show you the ones that I have and what I plan on doing with them. Okay, so these right here are the plant stands. These were in our garage when we moved in and they're still in decent shape. I was actually going to donate them because I didn't have a use for them, but then I was like, wait, actually I could use those. I do think, however, that the mums that I bought, the pots are too small to fit in here. This one's probably okay because it has the crossbars right here. But this one, I'm going to have to figure out a way to like basically be able to set the pot in here without it, you know, falling to the bottom. Plan is to paint these in a copper tone because I want to see what the copper looks like against this green blackish color. I don't even know what to call it. It looked black when we bought it almost, but it definitely leans green. So I want to see what copper looks like against it. It looks good with the stone, and in my opinion the stone has a lot of red in it, a little bit of coppery tones, and I was thinking about doing the gutters copper eventually. So I want to see what it looks like against this color, and I think this is a perfect opportunity to do so. So I bought some copper spray paint that we can use for that. Let me get set up real quick, check on Gabriel. He might join me here in a second, and we'll get started. I have a little buddy to join me. He's having a snack. We actually just had a snack together. And I made this super good, it's called canela in Spanish. My mother-in-law makes it all the time, and I was craving it like a lot the other day, last night. So you make it basically with just cinnamon sticks, and then you add sugar after you boil the water, and it's delicious for this time of year. I love it iced. It's almost like a cinnamon tea, to be honest, like a sweet tea. Okay, so this thing has a lot of like really crumbly paint on it that's green. The other one is not in as rough of a shape, so I'm just going to try to get most of this off if I can. Looks like it actually looks plasticized, to be honest. So let's see if I can get all that off, at least on the bottom. And then I'm going to spray paint it copper. I have the copper. It's like a really pretty copper. It's not like shiny penny copper. It's more of like a, hold it in the right direction. It's more of like a hammered copper. So it's by Krylon. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm gonna work on this for a little bit, and when I start spray painting it, I'm gonna try to do really thin coats, and then I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. Actually, change of plans. I'm gonna try to get the black one going first because this doesn't have stuff it needs taken off of it. That way this can start drying while I'm doing the other one. So I'm just gonna like scuff sand it a little bit, get the webs off, and we'll paint it. I did not intend to do a voiceover on this video, but since my other two videos have done so well with the voiceovers, I figured I would continue. And I do have a topic I want to talk about in this video. It is how to not be a hot mess mom. This is something that you've probably seen all over social media in the last few years. And my question has been, when or why did hot mess mom become a thing to be proud of? It has really become such a trend to maybe even, for lack of a better term, kind of put down your children or put down the idea of being a stay-at-home mom, because it is hard. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy. It is definitely hard. It's probably one of the hardest jobs that you can have in life, to be a mom, to try to juggle it all, to maybe try to help your family make an income from home while still taking care of your responsibilities and taking care of yourself, not to mention all of the changes that come postpartum with hormonal changes or being pregnant or whatnot. And this morning, I read this quote and it almost brought me to tears because I've really been thinking about this a lot. And my heart really does go out to women who are in a similar season as me, who have young children. And there are times where you feel like you're barely just making it, you know, you feel like you're barely just surviving, making it through the day-to-day, especially in the newborn phase. And so I'm not talking about that necessarily. I'm talking about when it becomes a habit and a lifestyle of being a hot mess all of the time, you and your children. And I read this quote that I want to read to you because it really spoke to me quite a bit this morning and almost brought me to tears. So the quote goes like this: "The way you keep your house, the way you organize your time, the care you take in your personal appearance, the things you spend your money on, all speak loudly about what you believe. The beauty of thy peace shines forth in an ordered life. A disordered life speaks loudly of disorder in the soul." By Elizabeth Elliot. So just take a moment and reflect on what I just read you and think about what I'm talking about. And I'll be back in a few minutes with a few tips on how to not be a hot mess mom. You're so cute! Let me see how cute you are! You're so cute! The prince and the princesses. Come on, let's go. Ready to go to church? You look so adorable. Hello, friends. It's a couple days later. Actually, I think it's been like 5 days. And what you saw me doing the last few clips was basically I was making my kids' costumes for the Harvest Fall Festival, which was today, and it was so fun to make them. It definitely took me a lot longer to make those costumes than I thought it would. I greatly underestimated the amount of time it would take. So, whoops. Anyways, needless to say, finally done with that. And so I'm ready to get back into finishing the front of the house, which I have not completed. It's just kind of, my pumpkins have been sitting there on the floor. I did mostly paint those, which you would have seen in the video. I mostly painted the stands and stuff, and so I'm gonna go set those out. I watered my mums. I remembered to water them because usually they die. I've not been very good with my plants lately. So we're gonna finish it up and we're gonna see what else we have time for today. I don't really want to do any DIYs right now. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. sewing, and I basically sewed all day yesterday from like 6 a.m. Took breaks, made the kids food, spent a little time with them, but mostly I was sewing. So their costumes turned out so cute, so adorable. But I'm definitely feeling it today. I'm feeling very tired, but I want to get a couple of things done while I still have a little bit of light. It's been getting dark here around like 7 or so, so I have about an hour left of sunlight. So I'm going to go put those little lantern pumpkins in the soil. I finally found the hammer. Could not find the hammer. And, you know, decorate the front porch, put my little wreath out. Simple stuff, really easy stuff. Anyhow, I'm going to go do that. I feel so out of breath. I'm literally 28 weeks pregnant. Can you see, baby? 28 weeks pregnant today, which is crazy. Cannot believe it's been that long so far in my pregnancy. I'm definitely feeling it lately. My belly feels really heavy, starting to get out of breath, starting to get a little bit harder to get off of my knee. Like if I'm kneeling down, it's hard to get up. Really start feeling that around a month or so from now. So trying to be productive while I can be really active and stuff, and trying to start doing some more exercises and strengthening my pelvic floor and all of that. So anyways, I'm just rambling because I just want to sit and chat for a minute, but let's go work on some stuff in the front and we'll see how far we get. The lighting is really pretty right now too. See, let me show you. Isn't this gorgeous? Like, how is that our backyard? It's just beautiful. Just gorgeous. I love being out here. I feel like I live in a forest. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 14:33, "For God is not a God of disorder, but of peace." And that is where the phrase comes from, for God is a God of order. And it honestly is something that we should emulate in our lives, that we should strive for, and not just be content with being a mess all the time. Oftentimes, I have even struggled with using social media almost as an escape from reality when things are really hard with my kids. But honestly, instead of being disconnected, if we could just connect to our family more and connect more with them and having a better relationship with them and being present in everything. The other people use wine or alcohol, or they're just disconnected, or they constantly absorb themselves in activity, but they're never really truly present with their families. So in Elizabeth Elliot's quote, she was an awesome woman. She was married to a missionary, and he was actually martyred in the jungles of South America back in the 40s. But she was an awesome woman. She became a writer, and that was one of her quotes from something that she wrote. She's talking about, number 1, your home, number 2, your time, number 2, your appearance, and number 4, your finances. All of those things greatly reflect what's on the inside of your life, because it will shine forth through your actions and through your words. And so our outside reflects what is on the inside. That phrase and just idea in general is what really inspired the name of my channel, A Lovely Masterpiece of a Life, because you cannot have a lovely life that is a masterpiece unless you have it first on the inside. My handle on Instagram for a really long time was Lovely Inside, because I wanted people to know that beauty shines from within. Beauty on the outside can fade, and charm fades with time, but the woman who fears the Lord is to be praised, and that is the beauty that lasts forever. And so I wanted to use just this little segment of time that I had in the video where I'm decorating to just encourage you that you don't have to be stuck in a rut of being a hot mess mom, that you can be a mom who thrives and who has a lovely life that is a masterpiece no matter what season you are in. I hope that this encouraged you, and I want to thank you for being here in this video. I hope that you've enjoyed this 3-part series that I made of fall decorating, even though today is November 30th. We got it done before the end of November, which was my goal, because my laptop broke and I had a few more things happen that were it was so difficult to finish, but I'm so proud of myself that I did. And I want to thank you for being here, for listening all the way through. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'll see you very soon in another video. where we get ready for Christmas. And I'm very excited for all the Christmas content. So I'll see you guys soon and have a wonderful rest of your day.